Get in, nerds. We are playing Burden of Command. So, this is going to be a little bit of a complicated scenario. We've got a whole other platoon, a whole other company of infantry over here that we've got available for our use, I believe. So I think it's going to be complicated. We got a lot of objectives. We got one here, 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 and one way up here. We're already holding one of them right here, but you know, things are complicated. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 objectives. So it's going to be complicated. First thing I see, we've got some units out in the open, and that's not ideal. So I think the thing we want to do to get started here, come on, Burden of Command, you can do it. You can do it, Burden of Command, I believe in you. Alright, there we go. Is we want to shoot at them and deal some suppression out so that we can get those units suppressed and get our squads moving. I want to be able to get Lieutenant Rao into this trench line here. Lieutenant Rao and his platoon into that trench line over there so that they don't get all beat up. So, let's go ahead and grab this MG. And let's start by taking a shot at this. Let's start by doing a recon by fire and weapon range on this hex to make sure there's not enemies in it. Okay, that's good. That's a good situation. So now, I think I'm actually going to bolster this unit.
Captain needs everyone, now!
And then, this is everyone. Okay, settle down. And now we're going to shoot the bejesus out of this unit over here.
That's the way!
And they're undaunted. Don't love that. Do not love that. Alright, so let's grab this weapon squad and we'll shoot this other unit. Okay, they're not undaunted, so they've taken some good suppression, which is important. Now the question is, do I want to take command of the other MG? Does Stern have any attached additionals? No, he's only got our very good friends, the mortars. So, now this question, because ideally I would like to be able to move Lieutenant Rao this turn. Oh, Stern is already leading. That's not what I wanted. Alright, well, that's okay. These things happen. Alright, let's shoot. We're going to bolster. Ooh, actually, not necessarily. Who else can this MG take shots at? We got some units up here that it would be very, very good to put some suppression on. But this unit's the priority here. We'll bolster them. We'll bolster them. This might end up being a mistake, but we'll do what we gotta do. Get him, get him, get him, get him! Alright, there we go. So they're now properly suppressed. Excellent. Yeah, get that XP. We're going to go back to just controlling the MG here, and we're going to put some shots on these units. Beautiful. Good suppression. Very good. Nice. Dealt a little bit of stress as well. That's good. We'll hit this unit next.
Suppressive fire!
Beautiful. Now the thing I need to figure out with Stern, I can see this MG, and I would love to throw some mortar fire there, but I need to be strategic. What else can Stern see for enemies? You can see this unit. I've only got one shot with the mortars again, because they haven't gotten their 4th star back yet. So,
Stay online.
unfortunately, I did that bolster, and that means I don't have the ability to creep to this spot. Because I would really like to put some mortar fire on this MG here. Because I have a feeling this MG will potentially pummel this unit. I hope they don't, but I don't have an answer to that. I can't take command of these tanks. I don't know what this tank back here is supposed to do. Is there anywhere that tank can get that they can shoot at this MG nest? Not really. Dragon's Teeth go all the way across that way, and do they go all the way down on this side? Yeah, it seems they do. So realistically, this tank back here is just not doing... It could get up here and take shots over here, which I wasn't thinking about. Perhaps I should have been. Come on, Burden of Command, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright. So what do I want to hit with this mortar? I think the mortar is going to get 2 shots. Do I have visibility to this hex? I do. So let's go ahead and pound them with a mortar.
Take cover.
Okay, that's a bunker, I think, unfortunately, so... the amount of damage I can do is a little limited. Alright, I've bescared this unit over here.
Shift fire.
Hopefully that's useful, and then potentially I can shoot once more. Yes, I can. Alright, so... I think I want to hit this bunker, because there's a good chance there's an enemy unit in there as well. Good solid hit. Not sure if I nailed anything, but, you know, we'll see. Alright, now, anything else I want to take command of with Captain Murphy? I think the answer is I want to get this unit moving right now, because they're not hidden and they're in view of that MG. And I'm going to really hope... This MG might not have the range. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nope, they've got the range. So... If I take command of them... This is a real risk. I think I'm going to actually creep them to here. Beautiful. Yeah. And then let's take out this squad right away. Get him! Beautiful. I'm going to really hope there's not an enemy squad in that bunker. And it looks like there might not be, which is really, really good for me. If so, I cannot make it there. So I'm going to save my action point so that I can put Rao in the squad next turn, bolster them, and send them forward. Alright, this is very good. And also, I didn't get shot at from here, which makes me very confident. Well, I guess none of these hexes can see there, so that shouldn't make me confident. Alright, any other urgent moves I need to take? I don't think so. I'd love to get these squads into cover, but I don't really have a great idea of how to do that. I mean, I know how, but I'm gonna wait. I got 2 orders left on my captain. I'm gonna see how the battle develops. The enemy gets a vote. Let's see what they do. Okay, no action yet.
Watch your flank. Geht's die Sohlmäuschen.
Okay, rally right there. Alright, so there's an officer in that unit. Okay, shooting from
Unsere Ehrenanstalt.
that bunker. It's an MG. Okay, that throws some combat shock down. That's alright. Hopefully that doesn't cost me an order. If it does, it won't be the end of the world. It does look like I won the initiative with this unit, so that feels pretty good. So, first thing I could do is pound that MG with a tank. Or I could use Lieutenant Rao to get closer. Lieutenant Rao, I do not know why you would go through open terrain when you've got a trench here you could run through. Oh, what the? Ah, enemy artillery. Or mortars or something. Wow, okay, alright. Doing some combat shock. I got some trust with Lieutenant Rao. That's the sound of trust being gained. Enemy artillery is still pounding this area. Alright, let's give this unit a bolster.
Cottonbalers, it's me!
And let's get him.
Stay close. Come on, gal.
Nice. Beautiful. Now, if I press them, I could hit this MG, but I don't actually have the command points. In fact, I really need to use these other squads. I don't dare move them forward, because the chances of the enemy having units in these trenches, it seems really, really high to me. Prohibitively so, in fact. So let's get ourselves into this bunker. I'm going to spend the rest of Lieutenant Rao's action points and one of Captain Murphy's. Alright, so they're going to get spotted by that MG, but not shot at by them. So that's good. Concealed again. Excellent. And then we'll take this squad. We'll take command of them with the captain. Oh. We're going to creep this step here. Ho 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 ho! Enemy MG over here. Good thing I crept. Alright, we'll step into that trench here. Yeah, you gonna shoot me? Okay. Wow! Alright. Very nasty. Very nasty. Lots of suppression. That's okay though. They're in a trench. They're in good defensive terrain. They're doing alright. We'll keep them where they are, and they'll be able to get rallied next turn without a problem. So that is Lieutenant Rao's turn. Now I have to figure out how to do an advance in the center. However, revealing the position of this MG, unfortunately I cannot shoot at it with my tank, which is quite unfortunate. And there is nowhere I can move this other tank to shoot at it from, but that does mean I can use this tank to pound on this MG, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Let's see what the enemy does. Okay, rallying over there. Alright, that's not so bad. Alright, now the question is... These squads... Okay, this MG squad can shoot at all these other enemy units. So I think we're going to start doing that. The enemy's got two... the enemy. Our ally... the other platoon, the other company, have a couple of MGs. And I'm just going to start by pounding all these units over here with it. With these MGs. And doing as much damage as I can. And then we'll get them ready to get moving forward. And unfortunately, it's just going to be a little bit of a horror show over here on the right flank, I fear. Really? Okay, so that means that's an MG. So in that case, Let's put our lieutenant into this unit, bolster them,
Hit the dirt.
and then we'll take that shot. Much better. Yeah, MG in a bunker. Pretty hard nut to crack.
Watch your fire.
So our friendly company over here seems to have their weapons distributed between their platoons. Their special weapon units distributed between their platoons. I seem to have spent a lot of action points, orders, taking these shots that I really did not wish to spend. I moved, I bolstered, and I activated. That should be 3. Maybe I lost one due to other stuff. But anyway, that just makes a problem for the friendly captain over here, who's going to have to order these units forward. Now, the other... Okay, these are the other... Yeah, these are the other squads in this platoon. Oh, boy. So, we got an enemy MG over here, an enemy heavy MG with 1 order left over. That is pointed that way. So I think, unfortunately,
On your right, on your right.
this squad we're going to kind of run forward here and just see if the enemy MG shoots at them. Okay, 1 suppression. Okay, concealed. Alright. Let's just get you boys forward a little bit more. A sinister sign labeled Achtung Meinen rests before a broken piece of American metal detection equipment. A strip of white cloth tape marks a safe lane, though it is bracketed by stakes, topped by white strips of cloth that donate the location of mines an engineer located but could not remove. Okay. Not sure where that is. Alright, you're going to shoot at this unit? They are. Alright. That was an unfortunate but inevitable outcome of this. Someone else going to shoot? Alright. Another MG in a bunker. Ooh, that's real bad. So, what does this MG's visibility look like? This MG does have coverage of these areas, unfortunately. So, what's my solution to that? I've got a bazooka, I've got a 30 cal. Does my tank have the ability to see there? No, it does not. This MG has fired once already, which means, unfortunately, I think the answer is just kind of tank the shots and get going. So that is what we're going to have to do. Are there any spots that this MG can see that are in cover? Okay, there are. So, if I move a unit forward who is not... Okay, and they've got a visibility to all that area. If I take command of this unit, get them hoofing it forward. And is there cover here due to the holes? Looks like no. So let's head up this way. And if they don't shoot at us, then we'll shoot at them. Oh! Sir!
Fire!
Rude. Extremely rude. Okay, alright, not ideal. Do not have the ability to win a firefight with a full morale enemy MG. Do not have a lot of good options over here in terms of drawing the fire of this MG. But they are they facing this way? I kind of can't see due to the objective marker. I think they might be. So maybe I'll try a strategy of just going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Stay down.
5. They got visibility all over here. So they got a unit in this this bunker. This unit's toast.
Watch your flank.
On the other hand, taking this unit forward could absorb the hit while they're in cover. On the other hand, I don't want to necessarily spend too many of this captain's orders right now immediately, because this HMG might waste its shot shooting at this unit again. And that wouldn't be too bad for me. So I think that's going to be that platoon. Let's see what the enemy does. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Get him, get him, get him!
Someone's moving.
Ooh. Ah, dang. Stuck himself in a unit, but now he's out of morale, and I know where he is. Oh, how'd they get all their morale back? That sucks. I mean, I'm not saying I know how, because that's how morale works in this game. You can get your morale back. So what do we do about this? I think the answer is this unit creeps forward, takes a shot at them.
Keep firing. On your right.
Okay. Very good options. Decent option over here, in fact. I might run this fella up into there to give them a bolster. And then hit that MG. I think that might actually be how I'll do it. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Bolster. And then pray for rain. Wonderful. That should be a lot of suppression. And that should mean I can get another unit forward. Now, this unit still has their go-round. So this we're just going to have to risk. Come on. Hell of a thing. It sure is. Oh, didn't want that to be an MG. That said, didn't take too much suppression. Still in a decent spot. So let's shoot at this unit and deal them some suppression. Beautiful. Shit, 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 indeed, sir. Still undaunted. Gosh darn. Now, are you in the same platoon? You are. What unit are you? Oh no, you're not in this same platoon. Where's the other unit in this platoon? These guys. Okay. Certainly don't want to block up my line.
Take cover. Stay down. Your flank.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't get close enough. On the other hand, I take command of this 30 cal and put them there. I can rain hell on that unit. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that's just going to be one of the captain's points. And then give him a licking. Really? Still undaunted.
Keep it up.
But I dealt some casualties. Are they not in cover? I think they're not. Man, just shooting them to death might be the play. All right, now this third platoon. This is Lieutenant. Come on, please give me Brock. Okay, and this is Lieutenant Usildur the First.
Stay online.
I will keep using this this naming convention. Don't you think I won't? I need to save these action points because I need to be able to. I want to be able to run this unit in, and unfortunately, I think.
Stay online.
No, I'm not just going to run them forward,
Watch your fire. Don't give them an inch.
because that's if I were the head of this company, I would not do that.
Get the BAR up here.
If I do that,
Watch your fire.
what's the outcome? I move this unit forward, I get him a bolster from someone, and I hit this MG. And that gets me a unit in a bunker in the enemy backfield, which I think is going to be the best play. If I don't do that, and I basically pray for rain, I think I've got to do this. So here's the plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take this unit. Oh, cripes. Well, never mind. We'll do it next time. Maybe these guys will just waste their shot shooting at somebody. Who knows? I could get lucky. The convenience of command.
Get the BAR up here.
That's what the game is called. That's the name of the video game. The other option is I just go buck wild with Thompson over here and see if I can seize all this. But, you see, getting across this open ground here is going to be a real shit show. I've got these units reasonably suppressed. Can I hit this unit with my tank? No. This unit, no. Tank is not hulled down in a great spot here, fam, to be honest. To be honest, fam. I should have shot at that unit with this. Infantry unit, but hindsight's 20/20. So,
Hit the dirt. Stay online. On your left, on your left. Keep it up. On your left, on your left.
this is really risky. Okay, your men push out beyond the dragon's teeth, following the white cloth tape the engineers laid to mark the way through the minefield. For a few moments, things go well, then the lead scout comes to a halt. He points to the ground. The tape has run out. Keep pressing forward. High chance of casualties, possible trust loss. Have the men check for mines. Unit completely suppressed, gains combat fatigue. Even chance of low casualties, possible trust lost. We must keep moving. Even chance of success, high chance of low casualties, possible trust loss. Use the animal tracks. High chance of success, low chance of high casualties, possible trust loss. Gonna go with the animal tracks. Pray for rain. Lead scouts check for animal tracks despite the enemy fire. Wild animals or even domesticated ones might have visited this part of the fortifications, not understanding where they truly were. They, along with their platoon leader, start forward. The men go a good 50 feet without dying. A good start. Now, do we get... Okay.
Get a medic now. Shift fire.
Okay. So. We're out here. Time to take our shot. If we took our casualties, it's time to shoot.
Fire.
Frickin' undaunted again! Good old raisins and peanuts, those guys are tough. Alright, so... bolster this unit. Even getting close enough for it to matter? Looks like no. Unfortunately, these guys have only got 2 go-rounds. Got a real shortage of orders over here. I'm doing it. I gotta get in and get into the action down here. You boys want to live forever? Minefield there. That's in the middle of the frickin' Dragon's Teeth.
Call the meat wagon.
Okay, so is that the notion? All this area is mine?
Get him to the aid station.
Okay. And there's the hit. Alright. Well, that's Garbo. Alright. So that squad's not going anywhere. Alright, so all of this is mined. Alright, so I cannot advance over here on account of the mines. Alright, that's good to know. So, let's get this unit forward. And this spot is a mine spot, right? Because this squad, yeah. Ugh. Okay, so all this, or at least a bunch of this are mined. Okay. So I think the answer is this actually does need to be purely done with Lieutenant Thompson's units over here, which is a crying shame because now, excuse me? That area is mine. That's right in the middle of the Dragon's Teeth. Stop it.
Stretcher.
Burden of command. Dial it back. Why are you putting mines in the middle of the fortifications?
Right. We've got wounded.
Burden of command. What's wrong with you? Still undaunted. Damn. Well, I can't get this guy anyways back here because he's surrounded by mines. So, you know, I guess what I'm saying is we've had better luck at other times. Let's get this MG up here, I guess. And is this spot mined?
Careful with the barrel.
Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so we're making progress. Can't take a shot, but that's alright. So, we'll end the leader round. Now, coming in with Thompson is going to pose its own risks here. I've got an unsuppressed, but no action points MG over here. But I don't know what's in this trench cluster here. And they've got clean shots down this way, so I guess prayer is the technique? 1, 2... I could get my assault. Alright, let's start here. I do have the ability to shoot over here. I also have the ability to run this way, which would be bananas. Particularly since the place we're going is south. Here's what we're... Oh, this unit's low on morale. Gosh darn it. I guess we can find out if they've mined the road. Okay, nothing shot at us yet. If we go to here, we've got a clean shot at the rear of this unit. So I think that's going to be how we're going to go about this. Suppose you are. Oh, we don't have the shot. Gosh, dang it. Grunt, grunt, I say. Alright, now this is the one where it gets real risky. Because we're running in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think we gotta nail this, this unit in the rear. And that's... There's a good chance that might be... Stay on the path. You will not! Okay, curious. Uh-oh. Come on, computer, you can do it. I believe in you. Okay. In the words of Kim Kitsuragi, God, please. Shit. Oh, don't shoot me, bro. Don't shoot me, bro. Okay. Oh, it's an officer. All right, beautiful. Get him, get him, get him, get him! This is insanity. Gorgeous. 10 out of 10. Okay, that's top notch. That's top notch. Do you have a shot here? You do not. So that means all of this, these squads are going to take hella suppression. Now, question is, I think the answer over here is we bolster and we go, and the squad covers the rest of the distance.
Keep going, Koenig.
Yeah.
Come on, men.
Braced. Fair enough. Alright, and then these lads have to run forward and then hit that MG. But that's a capability that they have. Again, this is really, really gutsy. I may yet end up regretting this whole situation, particularly with this unit being out in the open. Beautiful. So that's the end of that MG. And now I definitively know that this area is kind of covered in mines. But this area is taken, and Thompson is in a position to seize that objective. So, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All in a turn's work. So I think next, the answer is we're going to get Dearborn up into here and position him to attack these trenches when the time comes. This is a very large battle. Who knows? I might get lucky. Let's take this opportunity. Can this tank see? No, of course not. We'll just stomp this MG just for funsies. Lieutenant Usildur III can have one. The sixth, actually, can have one absolutely stomped MG42 as a treat. Come on, do some casualties. Take them out of action. All right, sorry. I'm not going to get too buck wild with the bloodthirst here. I'm not going to turn them back this way, because I don't think the enemy's got anything over here. So we'll let the enemy shoot their shot. Alright. So now... Now I'm going to move Stern over here. Because then I can get him up to here and mortar this MG. And that'll be nice. Braced. Okay, he's been spotted. Don't shoot me, bro. Okay, still spotted, unfortunately. But that is what it is. I don't have anything else to do with Stern's platoon. So now it's Dearborn o'clock. I think I might send the bazooka forward first. What are you? Oh, you're in like the regular command structure. In the like main, you're a company level unit. Unfortunately. So, what does this look like? I can only go down here.
Keep firing. On your right, on your right.
Now, this is the area we went through, so this shouldn't be mined.
Stay on line. Don't give him an inch.
Alright, and then up into this I can't get into that trench.
On your right.
Gosh, I really wanted to be able to get into that trench.
Hit the dirt.
That's unfortunate. Web route! Stop it. Because if I bolster here, then that means I can't use one of these other
Keep your heads down.
units, which is quite unfortunate. But I think keeping the platoon together is the priority here.
Watch your fire.
Please don't be mined. I moved my other platoons through this stuff earlier, so there shouldn't be a possibility of mines here.
Keep your heads down.
And then into this ruin. And this other unit.
Keep
Step on
moving.
forward this way.
Go, go.
And we'll just use the low terrain to
Hit the
keep
dirt.
ourselves safe here. Alright. Speed be our armor. Alright, that's Dearborn out in the open, but closer to being able to get involved in the battle. Which is just going to have to be what it is.
Keep it up.
Unfortunately, the size of this battle means that it's probably going to take a very, very long time. Because I may only be able to do one turn per episode here. So, I've got 2 more squads over here, but no way to get them through the minefields. Which is just kind of what it is, I guess.
On your right, on your right. Hit the dirt.
I'm just going to look for... So if I get this tank way over here, somewhere up here, then it could cover those spots up there, and that would be at least mildly useful. If I put it here, it can cover this area. But it can't cover anything over on the eastern flank, it doesn't seem like, which is unfortunate. What about visibility over here? Not a lot of really solid coverage. This spot's not bad. Yeah, okay. So I think that's where we're going with that tank. And that's what we're going to do this turn. That guy just yelled content? And then to here. They're stuck. Gosh dang it. What do you mean you're stuck? You didn't go in the dragon's teeth. Ya goof? Ugh. In the words of American hero Scar, I'm surrounded by idiots. I'll just shoot that MG42 one more time. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky like the AT gun in Operation Husky and just take it out and purely by shooting. Probably not, but you know, be pretty nice if we did. Everyone's out of orders. I could run one more squad up through the minefields, but honestly, I don't think that would be so very wise. Let's get this squad forward. And this captain, I want to put in this MG squad. And then we'll take this squad, and let me just see if these spots that were shot at by the enemy artillery are demined. Okay, seems like they might be, which means one more squad into the action over here. Alright, and that is my turn. Turn 2 to begin. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Technically I got the one shot left. Bonk him again. Those first 2 tank shells were surprising, but I really didn't expect a third. Why does that one tank keep shooting at us?
Stay on line.
Alright, turn 2. Artillery strikes along other sections of the line as 3rd Battalion begins its assault. The heavy mortar crew moves a load of shells forward by truck. That's more than a little dangerous, but it is effective. Ooh. Oh boy, extra mortars. That's fun. That having been said, again, this is a huge scenario, so it's gonna be only one episode for each turn. Hopefully that doesn't end up taking too long. But that does mean that for now, I have had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you on the other side.